Hello, my name is Catherine. I'm a third-year psychology student at the University of New England. Today, I'd like to talk to you about hair pulling and how to make it stop. Hair pulling is characterized by the repetitive pulling of hair from any side on the body, leading to a noticeable loss of hair. This mainly occurs on the head or the eyebrows, but as I said, it can occur anywhere. This process can lead to depression and anxiety. Triggers to pull hair can be sensory cues such as hair length, thickness, or location. Emotional cues, feeling anxious, bored, tense, or angry. And cognitive cues, thoughts about hair and appearance, rigid thinking, and overgeneralizing. People who are depressed or anxious may pull their hair to distract themselves from life stresses or unpleasant thoughts. Sometimes when people pull their hair, they feel a sense of relief, gratification, or pleasure. Step 1 in this intervention is to record a baseline. First, you need to define each occurrence of hair pulling. Does hair pulling start when fingers go to your head and stop when fingers coming away from the head, or does it start and stop with each pluck of hair? For 1 week, record the date, time, location, who else was present, what happened before, and emotions after each occurrence of hair pulling. This gives you an accurate record of how many times you actually pull your hair and identifies times that might be high risk. Step 2 is awareness training. Describe what the hair feels like between your fingers. Describe what it feels like to lightly pull the hair. Alternatively, you can watch yourself lightly pull your hair in the mirror. This should be done 8 to 10 times per session. This can be quite confronting, but it is especially beneficial for people who pull their hair unconsciously. Step 3 is competitive response training. Practice doing something with your hands that interrupts their ability to pull hair. For example, every time you feel the urge to pull hair, make a fist. Put the fist into the side of your leg and press it against it. Do this for 3 minutes, and if after you do this you still have the urge to pull your hair, make another fist and push it into your thigh. You can be as creative as you like with competitive responses, but make sure that they are completely incompatible with the action of pulling hair. For example, you could do push-ups or sit-ups. However, if you pull your hair 20 times a day and you have a desk job, this may be difficult to do. Step 4 is mindfulness training. This can be beneficial for people who pull their hair after experiencing negative emotions. Practice each day for 3 to 4 minutes, morning or night, meditating and concentrating focus on the breath. As thoughts occur, acknowledge them and let them go. Always return your thought back to the breath. During this time, you may feel discomfort, such as an itch, and if you're like me, you may really want to scratch that itch. But don't. Acknowledge that the itch is there. Acknowledge that you have the thoughts that you want to scratch it, but resist it. Return your thoughts back to the breath. Alternatively, you may start thinking about your shopping list or a fight you had with your partner. But remember, these are just thoughts. Bring your mind back to the breath. This will assist in urge surfing. Urge surfing is what we do when we feel the urge to pull our hair. So remember that urges will pass. The feeling to pull your hair will pass. Urges are like waves. They arrive, they crest, and they subside. They start small and they will grow in intensity, but eventually they will dissipate. Step 5 is self-management. This consists of goal setting and self-instruction and self-praise. Set daily goals to minimize your hair pulling, but make sure your goals follow the SMART principle. Make them specific. Clearly define your goal. Make them measurable and measure them. Keep recording in your notebook. Achievable. Don't set yourself up to fail. Start off If you started off pulling at 20 times a day, don't set your first goal at 5. Make them realistic. Again, 20 out of 5. And set a time frame. Self-instructions consist of making a set of instructions for you when an urge occurs. For example, you might practice saying, remember, make a fist, push the fist into my thigh. The urges will pass. When you do successfully complete self-instructions, competitive response, urge surfing, and awareness training, make sure you give yourself self-praise. This may be awesome stuff. Way to go. You can involve social support in your intervention. If you have somebody of significance who you would like to assist you in this, they can remind you to do your competitive response, your mindfulness training. They may even practice mindfulness training with you, and they can help you keep track of your goals. They can provide positive reinforcement when you meet your goals and perform your competitive responses. And finally, remember to keep assessing yourself. I hope this has been beneficial. Good luck to you all. Thank you.